theme. This week's theme is colors. We don't have a long time ago. We're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. So let's dive right into it. And we have a repeat. This is Yvette.
We have.
She has pan-seared mahi mahi with orange soy marinade.
Who's going? I'll go. I like the sear on the fish, and I think as a dish it looks really great. As far as food photography standpoint, I think it would have been a better presentation plated, just because there's a lot of space in the pan, so it doesn't really condense it into where my eyes should immediately go. But it's all, within the orange family, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the way that the orange slices are kind of just off back by themselves makes it to where, like you said, if it was plated like on a serving dish with like the orange slices kind of like mixed in, just getting a little more delicate care. I think you have all the good elements of a photo. It just needs a little bit more care.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys just said, and it would have been nice, like if you're gonna do in the actual pan, like an overhead view would have been cool, and kind of like intermingled the oranges with the fish. But the food itself looks good.
Thank you,
Great.
Yvette.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yvette. Next, we have Mariama. And there it is. She did a beetroot tart. Do you know what it is? Tatine?
Tatine.
It's topped with roasted red onion, pickled cabbage and feta, and a side candied onion, herb chivre.
I'm assuming
Jaya,
chivre. I'm not that fancy. I'm not that fancy.
We're not that fancy. We just eat.
It's goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
They just egg special.
We were right there.
Oh,
All right, Benjamin, go.
I can go. Unfortunately, I think it's too focused on the very top layer. The first thing I see is that I'm not sure if this person did this on like portrait mode on an iPhone or with like a really low aperture on a DSLR camera, but I wish that the rest of the plate wasn't so blurred to where the focus is only on that one small part at the top.
Agreed.
I actually don't mind that it's focused only on that part, because you get the colors of obviously what's in focus, and then you get the background color that is also like the same. So I actually kind of like it like that. I like the photo.
My only concern, and I think the colors are very good, it's just you can't see like the feta cheese or what's on the side here.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I bring up the aperture.
See, I don't mind that for this challenge, because the challenge is about the colors.
Yeah, I can see that.
Very true. Well,
I think the coloring is very good though, and I like the slightly off center plate.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's enough off center to where it's not just off center, like it's purposely
right.
off center.
Intentional. Yeah.
Yes.
And then purple is like in general a kind of hard color to display in food when it's cooked, because sometimes when you cook it, it ends up turning brown. It's not this pretty purple, but she still managed to keep the deep red tone within it, so it looks really good still.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mariama. Next, we have Chef Tam. And Chef Tam is giving us yellow with the lemons.
Ooh. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. I like that you see the lemon in like various stages, like the seed, the juice, cut open, whole. I think that's really cool. I wish the shadows were like a little bit deeper, more on the left there, but I think it's a cool concept.
Yeah, I like the display of the lemons in different forms. And,
This is like,
kind of
sorry, I
showing
mean,
you what it is. Oh, you're fine.
no, I was gonna say
Um,
this is like what you would see like at a grocery store up on the wall above like the produce section.
yeah.
Like Walmart would have this thing blown up like 12 feet tall by 4 feet wide up above the
That's true.
produce.
It
Yeah,
looks
it's
really good.
Yeah, I really do like the color, but I do see what you're saying. The light was tilted just a little bit more from the side to where it gave you a little bit deeper shadow.
Yeah.
But I mean that's really me trying to find something. I think it's just a very
Right. Just like nitpicky.
yeah, yeah, a very nice picture.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want lemonade. Thank you, Chef Tam. All right. Well, this is wings. He said winging it with this one. It's orange. This is Eats by D.
Well, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's advertising. It's wings. It's wings.
You know what it is. I mean, the color looks great. They look delicious.
And sometimes it's something so simple, like it's like there's nothing complicated about this photo. I mean, he may have made sure that certain wings were sitting certain ways to make sure he got like this one wing in the middle to make sure it was sitting just flat, but it just looks like it didn't take any effort at all. And the color edit that he did is very well done.
It's not too oversaturated either. It's like it's a really nice color, and you get like the moistness of the wings too.
And like that little bit of burnt on the one wing kind of just breaks it up to where it's not it's not all so orange. Like you get that little bit of char that helps break the wings up to where you can define in between them.
I agree. Any other thoughts?
I like it a lot.
All right. Thank you, Dee. We love the wings. This is Nina Mosley, and she has the blackened salmon with roasted tomatoes and spinach.
So if we're looking as far as the color challenge and trying to find one primary color, unfortunately, I don't see a primary. I see two primary colors. Actually, I see three when you look at the pot, the blue in the pot. But there's a very deep red and a deep green in the photo. And then there's this blue in the pot that just kind of makes it to where there's no primary color that like jumps out at me. While the colors are very nice, there's no, this is what this dish is. Like, this is a red dish.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on all those points. Not really sure what the color specifically is supposed to be. I don't know if it's red or orange, maybe.
Right.
The food itself looks like it's probably a good dish, but as far as the color challenge, a little bit off.
Yeah, like if this was X Factor, we'd all be hitting like our X buttons because we may need to get those.
No.
Just hold them up.
Get the little Staples buttons.
If you get 3 X's, on to the next.
But no, the food itself looks great.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I love.
If this was like a one pan challenge, it would be great.
Oh, we should do one of those.
Yeah, we should. But as far as color, I totally agree. I was like, what direction were they going for? It's too vast.
Beautiful pot of food.
don't even eat salmon, but that looks
Yes, thank you.
good.
It looks tasty. Thank you very much, Nina. Next, we have Lena Cosina, and she said, "So hard to choose, but here's her one photo."
Don't we know it?
It is
Jaya posted 12 pictures on Instagram.
spices from the.
Gully below.
So she's saying it's yellow orangish.
Oh, yeah. I like this photo. It's really cool. It's like what you were saying earlier with like the type of photo you would see like as a print over like a spice cabinet or in a kitchen or something. And it's a different take on the concept. It's not like a dish, it's like ingredients, which is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, I love the palette of the colors.
Yeah.
Almost like wants to play in makeup. Like
Yeah.
But I love the neutral tones. I even love how they pick spices in different textures to give it some more dimension to the picture.
My only thing is I wish all the spices were in focus. There are different textures. I'd like to be able to see all the different textures. Again, I don't know if this person shot it on like an iPhone portrait mode or if they use just like a really low aperture on a camera. But if you're gonna have all these different textures, I'd like to be able to see them.
I can see that. I love this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I do really like the concept.
It's a really nice concept.
Thank you.
This
is beautiful.
Jacqueline Sylvie.
She said all colors.
All colors.
She said forget the rules.
But as we were preparing for
rainbow
King's Day at home, of course, orange was the main color. It's beautiful.
Okay.
I can see how they worked around orange.
I can see the orange hues. I can see.
I see the orange hue. I don't think orange is the main color. I would say yellow is the main color.
I can see the orange hue, but
but I can see how that was their starter base color. But.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful plate.
This looks delicious. Is that raw salmon in the middle?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like they did like a salmon. What was the description again?
It didn't have like a description.
Oh, she didn't say.
Preparation for King's Day for a National King's Day.
It definitely looks really good.
Like
I love the plating.
I'm picturing myself like in Cabo or Miami, like a hot summer day, chilling on a porch.
It's super fresh. It looks really good.
I love it.
We're never gonna be outside again.
Soon comes.
Just live through magazines. Look at the
old Instagram photos people post. It's just a little off center though.
Oh my god. It is a beautiful plate.
I know. I'm just. If I didn't,
he had to drop it.
If I didn't say it, I wouldn't be being true to myself.
But I love how it's off center because it gives you this wee little piece of cilantro or parsley. Maybe I can't tell what it is.
It's dill.
Dill?
No, that's parsley.
No, it's just flipped on the other side. At first, I was about to say
is it parsley?
That too, but
I don't know.
That looks like cilantro.
That's terrible. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's cilantro though, based on the dish.
Every time
I think we're looking at two separate.
No, we're all talking about this right here.
Yeah. But if we look here,
that's a microgreen.
That's microgreen.
That's a microgreen.
Okay, so yeah, that's cilantro.
Well, I don't know because every time I go to Whole Foods, I gotta look at the little bands. Okay, which one is which?
I ain't gonna lie. I always buy the curly parsley, so I know.
Buy whichever one they got. I don't know what's the difference.
It's ridiculous. But
I recently got a mint plant.
You just got a mint plant?
Yeah.
We had a mint plant for a while.
We are so up.
This
is a beautiful dish, but we don't know what color to pick from.
She said orange.
We don't know what color to pick.
I can see the orange hue and the yellow.
It looks.
I just don't know.
It looks delicious, but once again, you didn't do one color.
I Amazing photo though. Thank you for
Yes, very good.
Thank
Beautiful.
I'll do this. That's how I'm gonna start.
You said I'm about to start Xing.
Oh,
This is from Sweetums.
once again.
Okay.
And Sweetums.
Oh yeah. I like this a lot.
So
I mean,
perfect.
obviously green is the color, and I like the the variety of different greens and textures and
Yeah,
shapes
different
and
product there.
sizes.
Sweetums says.
What
Yeah.
he said?
I was saying, who has this much produce in the house?
I mean, sometimes.
Me.
If they're vegetarian or something, they definitely have it.
Yeah, y'all better than me.
Because you could use half of that in one dish and be bomb.
Yeah. I just
That's
be
true.
bad.
Oh, it's a really nice photo. I like that.
It is. I mean, I think it's very well done. I like the balance of. I like the balance of the way everything is in the photo. Some stuff is kind of halfway on the cutting board. Some stuff isn't. There's enough negative space that you can see the wood cutting board and see the kind of ceramic looking backdrop that it's on, whether that's a countertop or just like a backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the brown additions, like having the avocado pit still there, having a kiwi that still has a peel on. The brown tones from the wood just kind of breaking the green up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's perfect.
Great.
I like how shiny the apple is.
It's clean.
It's been polished.
This is a great shot, though.
It
Great
is.
shot.
Great
And
shot.
kudos to you for having so much fresh produce, because child.
Right.
We working on it. Thank you so much, Sweetums. This is Jess. No, is it Jess?
Yeah.
This is Jess. And Jess
didn't give any
didn't give
description.
us a description.
All right. It looks like pasta with
capers and spinach.
Some type of cheese.
So
I'm going with.
I'm gonna say white is the color.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, it really seems like white is the color, and since like the pasta is so opaque, and like you kind of see the green of the capers, and there's a little green in the spinach, it's almost like I don't even know if the color is white or if the color is just opaque. Like, it's just.
I think it's white. It's variations of white.
Very, or like all variations.
You have
of white.
ecru. You have
like you
what?
Have. What's ecru?
Yeah, and in my mind, it's like even though there are multiple colors, obviously, like it still looks like in the same like shade range. Like all of it looks like the same.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
It does, and that's where I remember when I first saw this one when it was posted. I was like, huh. And then I looked at it for a couple minutes, and that I kind of started to see like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like,
the plate helps.
Like eggshell.
It's like an egg color.
Okay.
Like a
I
think it's a very nice.
Had they picked like a color plate, it really would have ruined the color.
The white plate definitely helps, and I think it's a very nice photo as well. I like the tight shot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he was like, "What's ecru?" And I was like, "It's like linen color." That's what the pasta represents.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice
vocabulary word every night.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Sorry, G coming through again.
Look at the family. She coming in every week.
Coming on in. She said something from Canada called branded codfish and potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds That sounds just like put some meat on your bones. Like on a cold day.
Sleep.
Sounds lovely.
I think it's simple. It's great. As far as shot wise, like to give a critique.
I don't like the towel. I don't like the napkin.
I was gonna say this the distraction at the top. Like it needed something else there.
Yeah, I wish it was maybe a different color, like the same color, or just gone completely, maybe.
I would like it if it was like a grayish brown.
Yeah.
I would like it.
I don't know.
Like, I see what you're saying though. Like, it's like the white just kind of grabs your eye and distracts you.
Yeah, because it has a different lighting over it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I even wish maybe it was like an oven mitt or something. Like, I don't know if this is like baked, but just not the towel. But I mean, the food itself looks really good. I like the composition itself. Like, I like how it's a little off center.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little too much highlight. I think it's a little too bright to where you lose some of the color and the depth of the color, to where like some of the yellows are just highlighted so much that if you just dropped it down a little bit, I think that it would kind of just help the colors. Almost, if you put the brightness down, it would make the colors brighter and make them pop more.
Deeper.
Yeah. That word too.
But it looks delicious.
Yeah, but a very good picture.
Thank you.
I want to know what's
brownings of it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jaya G, for coming again. We look forward to your future submissions. Kristen Nicole, this is a fan favorite.
Fan favorite. We got fans?
I was a fan.
Oh.
This is a midday snack of honeydew, kiwi, grapes, and Granny Smith with a gin mint concoction.
Love it. That's great. Yeah, I love this. This is like literally the colors of my living room, gold and
it is
green
tones.
Yeah, so I'm all over this. Like, I need this on my table.
Just every afternoon, just have it just show up at your table.
Yeah, literally, like this exact thing. Everything needs to match. Yeah, I even like the white towel here just because it matches like the white plate.
Yeah.
And there's like a little bit of white in the glass too, so it doesn't like seem like super offensive to the rest of the photo.
It helps to brighten the whole picture up.
It does. It does. Yeah, I like this photo a lot, and I like that you can't even see like the whole plate. It's just like a part of the plate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the addition of the gold kind of goes on with the brown, like the last all green picture, just to break it up. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
listen,
yeah, it looks delicious.
This
color and shot is amazing.
I felt this.
You felt the who?
I felt this photo.
Oh yeah, this was like first
I'm
one
living,
I think I
I'm
caught,
living
and I was
this
like,
photo, literally.
Are you gonna hang it in your house?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much,
Kristen.
Oh,
thanks, Kristen.
Loved it. Big money, ratchet intellect. Didn't we have ratchet intellect before?
Yep.
Familiar.
I believe we did. Welcome back. This is the cucumber salad on a bed.
Oh my god!
On a bed.
Gotta go.
I would say there are two colors here. I mean, the orange is very prominent from the spoon to the, what is it, shrimp?
Shrimp and the peppers.
Yeah, and then the green is very prominent too.
With the cucumber and the limes.
Mm-hmm. It's like you couldn't decide what color you want it to do, so you just did both.
Took a risk.
I wish the shrimp and the peppers weren't there, and then it would have just been like green.
Yeah, I do really like this picture though.
I do too. I like that the ingredients are on the outside. The spoon, I like that addition. I
like how the light just kind of grazes the top of the bowl to where it just like, it doesn't even touch the cucumber. Like you can see it's bright enough to where you can see the cucumber.
Yeah.
But that light, how it just touches the shrimp and the peppers, really make them pop.
It almost looks like sunset lighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could that be? Did he say his primary color was the orange, or did he even
No.
say?
No, he didn't say.
He just said color. He said y'all getting all these.
Yeah,
So
too.
you'll get both.
Well, I mean, up front, I get the vision. Up front is
I
the
do.
orange, and your backdrop is your green. But yeah, y'all gotta pick one color. If we say one color,
People just can't follow
because then
rules.
we say two, y'all gonna have 1,000.
Mhm.
But yeah, good photo though.
Yeah,
Very good
very good
photo.
photo.
All right. Thank you very much, Big Money.
Big money.
What just happened?
Ratchet.
I used to have. Oh.
Luther Vandals, Nicole says her color is brown because brown food never gets enough love in pictures. That is smothered chicken thigh and a roasted mushroom brown gravy. I think she did a good job.
Yeah, I love the angle of the plate
Yeah.
for the shot. Because
Me
had she
too.
turned it where it was half and half, I think could have lost it a little bit with the white rice against the white plate.
Yeah.
By having the majority of it turned towards us. Just like, I don't even care about the rice. Like, let me admire the brown.
Girl,
Her brown doesn't
I
look.
couldn't even see the rice.
Oh,
Yes, there.
Yeah.
I was like, "There's rice? Hold on."
Right
Zoom
by the
in.
pork, girl.
no,
Right.
there's
No,
great
beautiful.
color too.
Mhm.
That's the misconception with brown food.
Right.
Sometimes it's either all one toned and like super
Dull.
dark and and grayish almost.
Mhm.
And other times you just have it where it's just all too deep, like near black tone. But then when you give different tones
Yeah.
or shades of the brown,
Yeah,
and
the
then
color
portion
has
of the
depth.
green to even like break it up further
Yeah,
with the
it's
parsley.
it's
it
brown,
just-
but there's like 100 different colors going on in
Yeah.
there. Not just
and it's
Mhm.
textured and it's so that always helps with one tone.
Yeah, it's beautiful photo. I love it.
It is. Well,
So where are we
okay.
getting these gold forks from, people?
Oh, I know. They're from Amazon.
Amazon?
we need gold forks.
Because I'm getting some
No, because
for
you
my house.
Amazon? We don't need gold forks.
Yes,
I
you do.
love them because our China set has gold rim.
Our
See?
China that's still in the box, and we've been married
It's still
for
in
how
the
many
box
years?
because we converted what would have been our dining room into our baby's room. So that's okay. We're going to be purchasing a house. And that's just going to be that.
Ooh, then we can come over.
Right.
I'm not cooking.
Yeah.
Yes, you is.
Sounds good.
I know who's gonna be cooking it.
Right.
Won't be ordered.
Look like the four of us is at a standstill.
Uber Eats gonna be cooking.
It's not going to be me.
Not me.
Well, that concludes this week.
These were good submissions.
Mm-hmm. They're really good.
For
Honestly.
your submissions. We appreciate you. We will be coming out with our next challenge pretty soon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't give a date.
we're not going to give you a date, but it's coming. Thank you very much. And as always, we enjoyed you all.
Thank you, guys.
Till next time.
You're fired.